Okay. In last class, we have already determined the reactions of this truss. There are two reactions that can be offered at joint F because it is a hinge support, and there is one force reaction that can be offered at G because it is a roller support. HF is not 0. What is the value of HF? HF is 135 into 3. Am I right? 135 into 3. So Muskan, how much is HF? 405. And initially we have assumed it towards right, but in fact it has to be towards left because it has to counter this 135, and therefore if it is assumed towards right, we are going to get it as minus 405 kilonewton. Do you agree with me, Muskan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the point where we stopped in the last class. We have to understand that once the free body diagram is drawn and all senses are assumed, we are not going to change the sense. If the actual sense of the reaction or a force is contrary to what we have assumed, we are simply going to assign it a minus sign and we are going to take it with minus sign in our calculations. Are you with me? We are
Yes,
not going
sir.
to modify free body diagram. Okay. So first step is over, and now what is asked? Determine the force between members BD and DE of the truss. So BD and DE of the truss. So I took a section passing through BD and DE जिसमें हमें फोर्स कैलकुलेट करना है उन दो मेंबर से पास होने वाला ऐसा सेक्शन मैंने ले लिया which breaks the truss into two halves or two parts. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. Uh, Now the consequence of it, the member FG also got cut. That's all right. But my aim was to take such a section which involves not more than 3 members to be cut, and it divides the truss into two parts. So कैसे section लिया है जरा explain करता हूँ. Let us say I have taken section XX. So what were the conditions? Section XX must pass through members BD and DE. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Because only and only if these members are cut, then only we can talk about the forces within those members. Unless we cut the member, we will not be able to envisage what are the forces and what is their nature in these members. So this section must pass through DE and BD. That's for sure. What is the second criteria? The section should divide. Section should divide or section should make two distinct parts of the truss. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So for example, if I take a section passing through only BD and DE, it is not going to make two distinct parts of the section, parts of the truss. Why? Because then the lower part will be connected to upper part through member EG. If I take only section through these two members, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me show that. Let us say I take a section only through these two members. So then the lower part and upper part will be connected through member EG. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So ये section valid section नहीं है. So therefore, any section that you have to take in such a fashion that it divides it entire truss into two distinct parts which don't have any connection other than the cut members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the third condition is section should pass not more than 3 members. Section should pass. This is very crude. We will explain this little later. Section should pass through not more than 3 3 members. Are you with me, Muskan?
Yes, sir.
For example, I could have as well taken the section which passes through BD and DE and divides the trust into 2 parts. For example, this is the section. Do you agree with me? Why? If I take a section like this, it passes through BD and BE. Oh, I'm sorry. BD and DE we have to do. So let me say this is the section. Now tell me, does this section YY pass through BD and DE?
Yes.
Yes, but it also passes through other 2 members, DG and FG. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
It divides, no doubt, the truss into 2 halves which are not connected apart from the cut members, but still this section is invalid. Why it is invalid? Because it violates the third condition. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this section cannot be taken. I hope you have understood what I am trying to say. Now, once we have chosen such a section XX, what should we do next? So now we are going to draw free body diagrams of either the lower part or the upper part of section XX. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो क्या किसका फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम बनाने वाले द एंटायर ट्रस अबाउ सेक्शन XX और बिलो सेक्शन XX, इसका हम फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम बनाने वाले. नाउ जरा देखो, इफ आई ड्रॉ द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ऑफ लोअर पार्ट, हाउ मेनी फोर्सेस आर इन्वॉल्व? टेल मी. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
If I draw the free body diagram of upper part of section XX, how many forces are involved? 1 and 2. So किसका फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम बनाना चाहिए, लोअर पार्ट का या अपर पार्ट का? लॉजिकली करेक्ट तो दोनों, बट आई वुड लाइक टू इन्वॉल्व as less as forces as possible in my calculation. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So it is better to draw free body diagram of upper part rather than lower part. Lower part involves more number of forces. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us draw that free body diagram. So let me copy this. Yes. So let us draw free body diagram of upper part FBD of सेक्शन XX के ऊपर वाले पार्ट का फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम बनाएंगे. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So how does that free body look like? So that those free body diagram looks something like this. This is A, this is B, and this is C. None of these members have been cut, so they will be seen as it is. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, member BE is also not cut and member CE is also not cut, so that member will be seen as it is. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now I am cutting member BD, so I will see some part of member BD. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
I am cutting member DE, so I will see some part of member DE, but on which side? As I am drawing the free body diagram of upper part, therefore it will be seen something like this. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the body that I have drawn above section XX. Now free body diagram का मतलब क्या है? Free the body from all external agencies and show what the external agencies must have been doing. So is 135 kilonewton external to this body?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this 135 kilonewton is external. So I'm going to show that 135. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then is this 135 external to the body? Yes.
Yes.
So I'm also going to show that 135. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
What else is external? Earth is external. So I should be showing self weight. But in trust, we neglect self weight. That is the first thing. And second thing is nothing is said about this self weight. अगर कुछ बोला होता तो I would have distributed that self weight equally along all the nodes. Are you with me? पर ऐसे तो कुछ बोला नहीं है. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So therefore I am not going to consider self weight. चलो what should I do next? What else is external? चलो जहां मैंने XX कट लिया है तो is this part of member BD external to the upper part of member BD? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So as I have cut through member BD, its lower part below the section XX is external to its upper part. Therefore, we have to show what this lower part is doing on the upper part. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And we already know that in trusses, the forces exist only along the length of the member. So therefore, either this part must be pushing the upper part or it must be pulling the upper part. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So initially we assume that all the members have tension in them. So we will assume that the lower part is pulling the upper part. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And then I'm going to show it as force in member BD. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So ये ड्रॉ करने के लिए क्या क्या assumptions आपको याद करने हैं? Assumptions in the sense क्या क्या concepts आपको याद करने हैं? First, trusses are the assemblages of straight 1D skeletal members connected only at ends with pinned joints, and they are also loaded only at the joints. Self weight is neglected. Pins are frictionless. So if they satisfy all these conditions, that indicates that forces in all the members do lie along the axial direction, and along the axial direction means along their length. Do you agree with me?
Sir, can you repeat that statement?
Okay, so we have already done that in the previous class, but I will repeat. Truss is the assembly of straight 1D or skeletal members joined only at the ends by frictionless pins. Loads are present only at the joints. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
What is the consequence? So I have proven in the last class that its consequence is all the members of the trusses have forces directed along their axis. And what is the axis of a skeletal member? Along its length. So therefore, all the members of this truss is going to have forces directed along the length. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So the members can either be in compression or they can be in tension. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
तो हम क्या assume कर रहे हैं? To begin with, we assume that all the members are subjected to tension. Therefore, when I draw this free body diagram, this lower part of member BD pulls the upper part of member BD. अगर टेंशन होना चाहिए तो क्या करना चाहिए? पुल करना चाहिए. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So that's why I have shown the nature of FBD in this fashion. It may so happen that BD may have compression or some other member may have compression. In that case, a negative sign would emerge at the end of the analysis. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, अब जरा देखो, this left hand side part of member DE, is it external to right hand side part of member DE?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because the section passes through member DE and we have to draw free body diagram of only upper part to section XX. So upper part of section XX involves right hand side part of member DE. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So left hand side part of member DE is external. So what that part must be doing on right hand part of member DE? So I have to show a tensile force. It must be pulling. I'm assuming that it is subjected to tension. So this left hand side part must be pulling the right hand side part of the section, and therefore I am going to show it in this fashion. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to call this as force in member DE. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now is this free body diagram complete? Tell me, Muskan.
No, the measurements of length.
Yes. So we have to show the positions. So from A to C and from C to E, what is the distance? 2.4. 2.4. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is the horizontal distance? This distance?
4.5.
So this is 4.5 meter. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what should we do next now? Tell me. We should now apply equations of equilibrium to this part. Dekho, if the entire truss is in equilibrium, its part also must be in equilibrium. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Argument dekho, if the entire beam is in equilibrium, entire truss is in equilibrium, entire truss is in equilibrium, so its part also must be in equilibrium. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore I can apply equations of equilibrium to this FBD as well. And what are the equations of equilibrium? Tell me.
Summation fx equals to 0.
Yes. So if I apply summation fx equal to 0, what do I get?
FDE.
So 135 plus 135. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Plus this 135. Will it involve any contribution of FBD?
No.
Because it is vertical. So there is no question of contribution from FBD. And what about FDE?
Minus FDE.
Yes, minus FDE. This must be equal to, tell me.
0.
0. Okay. Have we considered all the things? 135, 135, yes. And FDE equal to 0. Fine. So what is the value of FDE? Tell me.
270.
It turns out to be 270. And what is its sign? Plus. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what does positive sign indicate? Originally assumed sense of force in member FDE is correct. So therefore it is tensile in nature. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now let us apply summation Fy equal to 0 to this FBD. What do I get?
Minus BD equals to 0.
Minus
FBD equals to 0. So FBD will be 0.
Just give me a minute. 1 minute. Minus FBD, yes, is equal to O. Now tell me, was our free body diagram complete? No, we have missed something. And what is that we missed?
VF.
Where is the force in member EG? Do you agree with me? Zara dekho, this section XX passes through member EG as well. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So we should have shown this part. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
That part is missing. So that part I have shown now. Now, upper part of EG and lower part of EG. Lower part of EG is external to upper part of EG. It must be applying a tension on it. That's what we assume. So I need to show FEG. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
That was missing. Does it going to alter summation fx equal to 0? No. समेशन fx में इसका कोई कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं है. आर यू विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, लेकिन समेशन fy में है. सो व्हाट डू वी गेट? माइनस fbd माइनस feg. डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
Must be equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
But now is feg known? No. So therefore this equation involves two unknowns. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So this equation is not useful. So what is the next equation? Tell me.
Summation of moment of forces.
So next equation, summation of moment of forces, is going to give me the required answer. So what do I need to calculate? I need to calculate fbd, and I don't want feg to be involved. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So if I don't want feg to be involved in this equation, where should I take the moment? Either at E or at C. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So I choose to take the moment about z axis passing through which point? E. Are you with me? This
Yes,
is x
sir.
axis, this is y axis, and z axis is coming out of the plane of board towards you. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So summation of moments of all the forces about z axis passing through E equal to, चलो बताओ क्या होगा, किस किस का मोमेंट आएगा? This 135, is it going to cause moment at E?
Yes, sir.
And how much is that?
Minus 135 into
4.8.
4.8.
Very good, because it is clockwise, therefore minus 135 into 4.8. Very good. Chalo, is this 135 going to cause moment about E?
Yes, sir.
Yes, definitely. And how much is that?
Minus 135 into 2.4.
Yes, minus 135 into 2.4. Happy?
Yes, sir.
What is the next force? Next force is this FBD. Is it going to cause moment about E?
Yes, sir.
And how much is that?
Plus FBD into distance.
What is that distance? As this is vertical force, we are interested in horizontal distance from E, and that is 4.5.
4.5.
FBD into 4.5, it is going to cause anti-clockwise movement. Therefore, I am going to call it as plus FBD. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Into 4.5. Chalo. What is the next force? FDE. Is it going to cause any movement about E?
No.
Because its line of action passes through E. So, perpendicular distance of its line of action from E is 0. Therefore, it is not going to cause the moment. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
FEG. Does it cause any moment about E?
No.
Because its line of action passes through E. So, therefore, that's all. This has to be equated to 0. If you equate this to 0, you will get the value of FBD. So tell me how much is FBD. Calculate and tell me. I will also calculate with you. So it is 135 into 4.8. This is divided by 4.5.
216.
Just a minute. 135 point, okay, into divided by 4.5. 216, correct. So it is 216 kilonewton. And what is the sign? It has turned out to be positive. So originally assumed sense of FBD is correct, and therefore it is tensile. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore we have found out forces in member DE and BD by applying equations of equilibrium to the upper part. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the first step that we have done? Tell me. We have calculated the reactions. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
ये रिएक्शन कैलकुलेट करना जरूरी था या नहीं था? It was not required. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
because we have nowhere used those reactions to calculate the force in member BD and DE. Happy?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, अब जरा देखो ऐसे हम क्यों कर पाए, बिकॉज दिस ट्रस हैज वन लेवल विच इज सपोर्टेड एंड अनदर लेवल विच इज फ्री. दिस ट्रस इज कॉल्ड एज कैंटिलीवर ट्रस. क्या बोलेंगे इसको?
Cantilever.
So in case of cantilever truss, we need not find out the reactions. We can straight away start with the free end, and still we can calculate forces in all the members. But as a general practice, if it is not cantilever truss, that means it is supported at two levels, then we will have to calculate reaction. There is no other go. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
We will understand this point as we solve other problems, but for right now I just stated the point for completeness. यहाँ पे reaction calculate ना करते तो भी चलता, but I have shown you the technique of calculating the reactions as well. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now let us change the narrative of the same problem and solve it once again. So let me copy this. चलो, ये जो फर्स्ट मेथड हमने किया है, इस मेथड को हम बोलते हैं मेथड ऑफ सेक्शंस. आर यू विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
This is called as method of sections for analysis of a truss. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And what are means how do you take a section? Section must pass through the members where you have to calculate the force. Then section should make two distinct parts of the truss, and section should pass through not more than 3 members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
I have not yet spelled out why this condition is necessary, why the third condition is necessary. We will do so, but I am now just giving you the introduction of two methods of analyzing the truss. The first one we have already done, that is called as method of sections. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And now we are going to solve the same problem, but I am going to change the problem statement. Instead of calculating the force only in member DE and BD, now I want forces in all the members. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the problem statement now? Problem statement now is calculate or compute forces in all the members. That I am going to change this. All members. If I now change this statement, now tell me, will this work? Method of sections? No, because I will get only forces in selected members. Do you agree with me? Section जिसमें से पास हो रहा है उतने ही members में मुझे forces मिलेंगे. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now determine the forces in all the members. अगर ऐसे बोला है तो अब हम कैसे करेंगे? तो अब जरा देखो. Anyway, we have calculated the reactions. In this particular problem, this being a cantilever truss, there is no necessity to find out reaction even for the second method, but I have calculated the reaction, so let it be. Are you with me? Now,
Yes, sir.
what is the first step that we are going to do? Now, we draw a free body here as well, but we do not draw the free body diagram of a part of a truss above or below the section taken. नहीं, यहाँ से section लेना ही नहीं है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now let us focus on this joint A. Joint A पे हम focus करते हैं. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
If I focus on joint A, this is one member and this is another member. Do you agree with me? This is member AB and this is member AC. These are the two distinct members which are involved at joint A. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
In this member AB, you have made a small hole. In this member AC, you have made a small hole. You are going to superimpose these two holes, and through these holes, you are going to pass a smaller diameter pin. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
To connect these two members at A. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And now I'm going to draw free body diagram of this joint pin at A. देखो सारे बुक्स में ऐसे बोलते हैं कि इट इज फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ऑफ पॉइंट ए, बट देयर इज नो लॉजिक इन ड्राइंग ए फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ऑफ ए पॉइंट. आपको फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम किसका बनाना है? यू हैव टू ड्रॉ द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम ऑफ द पिन that connects member AB and member AC at A. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So FBD of pin at A, उसका फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम मैं बनाने वाला हूं. So can you help me in drawing this free body diagram? So free the body from all external agencies. So for a pin, are members AB and AC external?
Yes.
Okay. So therefore, I am going to free it from those members and I am going to show only the pin. So this is the pin at A. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
But at the same time, I have to show what these members must have been doing at A. दिखाना पड़ेगा ना?
Yes, sir.
And I am assuming that member AB and AC are in tension. So imagine you have tied a rope to a ceiling and you pull it so that the rope is in tension. So what kind of action does it take on the roof? Roof के ऊपर क्या action लेता है? Does it pull the roof?
Yes.
So similarly, if member AB is having tension, so it must be pulling pin at joint A. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Pulling का मतलब क्या है? You have to show arrow going away from the pin. And we know that member AB only carries the force along its length. So this pulling is going to be along AB. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to call this as F AB. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me another thing. Member AC, if it has to be in tension, so what should it do? It should also pull the pin.
Yes, sir.
But along its length. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what you have to, if you are not able to understand this, what you have to do is imagine that member AC is a rope and you are standing at C and you are pulling member AC. So it carries tension. So if it is carrying tension, what is the action that member AC is taking on the pin? It must be trying to pull the pin. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So pull the pin मतलब क्या करना है? Pin से away. You have to show the arrow. And I am going to call this force as force in member AC. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
What else is external? This 135 kilonewton is also external to the pin at A. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So I need to show that as well. So I am going to show it as 135. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Anything else? No, nothing else is to be shown because I am drawing the free body diagram only of pin at A. Let me take back to the previous solution. Often there is a confusion between students' mind. What happens to this 135 and these reactions? So zara dekho, when I cut this section through X, I am only concerned about the upper part. So all the forces, action or reactions that exist below XX are to be neglected, are not to be shown because they are not directly acting on the part of the truss above XX. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So don't worry about this 135, then these reactions, nothing. We are drawing free body diagram of upper part of truss to section XX. Similarly, here as you are drawing only free body diagram of pin at A, you will not be concerned about what happens at B. You will be only concerned about what is getting connected at A. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if this pin has to be in equilibrium, if the truss is in equilibrium, the pin has to be in equilibrium. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
इसका मतलब क्या है? If the truss is either at rest or is moving with uniform speed along various directions, then the pin also must be at rest or moving in uniform directions in all the directions. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So even the pin is in equilibrium. So I can invoke equilibrium of a pin. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now let me go back again to the previous section, previous solution. Now tell me, what kind of force system does this free body diagram form? ये जो free body diagram हमने बनाया सेक्शन के ऊपर का, कौन से तरीके का force system है? Are all the forces coplanar?
Yes, sir.
So lines of actions of all the forces, they do lie in a single plane. So therefore this free body diagram is a system of coplanar forces. Are they concurrent?
No.
No. So it is a coplanar but non-concurrent force system. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
As it is a coplanar but non-concurrent force system, therefore you could apply three equations of equilibrium: summation fx, summation fy, and summation moment. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now let us go here. Just give me a minute. Let us go to now this solution. What kind of force system does this free body diagram form? Tell me.
Coplanar concurrent.
Yes. So there is a distinct difference between method of sections and method of joints. What is the difference? As I draw the FBD of pin at A, therefore it forms a coplanar force system, coplanar and concurrent force system. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So when it is coplanar and concurrent force system, how many equations do make sense? Bolo. Summation fx equal to 0. Do you agree with me?
And summation fy equals to 0.
This is x, this is y. Coming out of the plane of board towards you is z. Summation fx equal to 0 and summation fy
equals to 0.
What happens to summation moment about z-axis passing through A? Now you have no choice. You have to take moment only at point A because everything is happening at point A. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And all the forces, their lines of actions are also passing through A. And there is no external moment acting there. So summation of moments of all the forces about z-axis passing through A is equal to 0 will give you the equation of the form 0 equal to 0. So it is trivial identity. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
It does not involve any unknowns. So moment equation doesn't make sense here. Moment equilibrium equation, though it is satisfied, it doesn't make sense. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So you have now only two equations. कौन से? Summation fx equal to 0 and summation fy equal to 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, जो मैंने जॉइंट पिन ए का एफबीडी बनाया है, क्या मैं वैसे ही सारे पिन्स का एफबीडी बना सकता हूं? यस. एंड क्या सब जगह पे ये स्टेटमेंट वैलिड होगा that it is going to form a coplanar and concurrent force system?
Yes.
Yes. So therefore at every joint you can use only two equations of equilibrium: summation fx equal to 0 and summation fy equal to 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
ओके. अब जरा मुझे बताओ इसमें अननोन कितने हैं? हाउ मेनी अननोन्स प्रिवेल एट पिन ए? 2. राइट. सो दो अननोन्स जो है और दो इक्वेशंस है. कैन आई सॉल्व फॉर इट?
यस सर.
Yes, but there is one thing that is missing in this free body diagram. And what is that thing? So when we are drawing the free body diagram of a part, distances do matter. But when we draw the free body diagram of a pin, angle will also matter. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो क्या ये एंगल हमें कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा कि नहीं पड़ेगा?
Yes.
And how much is that angle? So have a look at this angle here. Let me call this angle as phi. Is it a right angle triangle ABC? Is it a right angle triangle? Yes. So what can you say about phi? Phi will be tan inverse of
4.5
opposite side upon adjacent side. So 4.5 divided by 2.4. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me what is the value of phi?
61.93.
61.93 degree. And this is also phi. Happy? This
Yes,
is also phi. You can prove that triangle ABC, triangle BDE, and triangle DFG are similar triangles by AAA test. Angle test. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, these phi are going to be, these three angles are going to be same. Happy?
Yes, sir.
No, 1 minute, 1 minute. We made a mistake. I'm sorry. Just give me a second. I will have to call this angle as alpha. Alpha. This is going to be equal to tan inverse of this distance 2.4 divided by this distance. Okay. Phi mark करते वक्त गलती हो गई है. Just give me a minute. This is not phi.
BEC will be 5.
Huh. Yes, this angle is phi. This angle is phi. Do you agree with me? Happy?
Yes.
And this phi is same. At all these three places, you have same angle, that is 61.93 degree. Now, so I will write down that angle here, 61.93 degree. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us apply summation fx and summation fy equal to 0. Now tell me, which equation should I apply first? Summation fx equal to 0 or summation fy equal to 0?
Summation fx equals to 0.
Summation
Fx
equal to
0.
0. Why? Because if I apply summation fy equal to 0, you have fab and vertical component of fsc. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So that equation would involve two unknowns. So therefore, it is wise to use summation fx equal to 0 first. So let me use that. Summation fx equal to 0. What does that give me? Chalo. Plus 135. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Plus FAC.
Sine 61.9.
Sine 61.93. This must be equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
What does that give me? FAC equal to minus 135 upon sine of 61.93. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, tell me how much is that?
Minus 153.
Minus
153.
153. Exact?
It is 152.996.
Okay, then minus 153 kilonewton. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, what does this negative sign indicate?
Assumed sense of FAC is
Incorrect. So that means, yes, therefore it must be in compression. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So FAC has to be in compression. So therefore, ab zara dekho, I am going to write down the forces on top of this member. So what is the force FAC? FAC has turned out to be 153. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
153 kilonewton. But compression. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, mind you, I am nowhere going to deviate from the statement that I am going to assume that forces in all the members are tensile. We are still going to draw it tensile, but we will assign negative sign to its magnitude. Are you with me? So I'm not going to change the free body diagram. ये free body diagram अभी change नहीं करना है, लेकिन FAC की value minus 153 substitute करनी है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So now let us apply summation Fy equal to 0. So what does that give me? बोलो. 135 का कोई component नहीं. Minus FAB. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Minus FAB and minus, देखो, FAC cos 61.93 is going to be downward. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Forget about FAC का सेंस इनकरेक्ट है, वो सब भूल जाओ. जैसे फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम दिखाया है उसके हिसाब से FAC का वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट इज गोइंग टू बी इन डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन. डू यू एग्री विद मी?
Yes, sir.
And that is going to be FAC cos of 61.93. So I am going to write it as minus FAC cos of 61.93. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And now let us and this has to be equal to 0. Now let us substitute the value of FAC here. So this is minus FAB into this minus sign as it is, but FAC itself is minus, so it is minus 153. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Cos of 61.93, this must be equal to 0. So this negative will become positive. FAB will go on other side, and you will get FAB equal to 153 cos of 61.93. So tell me how much is that?
71.994.
71.99. So 72 we will take it as. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
72 kilonewton. And what is the sign? Sign has turned out to be positive. Therefore, it has to be tensile. Originally assumed sense is correct. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me write down that FAB 72 kilonewton tensile. So where is FAB? This one. I am going to write down the force 72 kilonewton and tensile. So once I start writing compression and tension, then I do not incorporate negative and positive signs. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So already compression बोला है तो फिर से minus sign मत दो. So 153 kilonewton compressive and 72 kilonewton tensile. These are the forces. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So have we found out forces in all the members at joint A?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now we have a choice now. Either we can draw free body diagram of pin at B or pin at C. So let me try and draw those diagrams. So let us copy this. Just give me a minute. Let me copy it. Let us copy this much portion. This is just for convenience. You need not redraw it during the examination. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So I have copied this portion, and now I'm interested in drawing free body diagram of joint B. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
FBD of pin at joint B. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let free the pin at joint B from all external agencies and show what the external agencies must have been doing. So this is joint B ka pin. So I'm going to later on I will give the name. First let us show all the external forces. So what are the external forces on pin at joint B? 135 kilonewton. Is it external?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I have to show this as 135 kilonewton. Mind you, whenever you are writing down the answer, units and sense is absolutely important. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, when you are writing down the member forces, unit and sense, nature of the force, whether it is compressive or tensile, is important. Now at joint B, you have this 135 kilonewton. Now, is member BC external to joint B?
Yes, sir.
And it is meeting at joint B. So it must be applying some force on pin at joint B. And what is the force? I assume that member BC is in tension. So it must be pulling the pin. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And I call it as FBC. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Is member BD external to the joint at B? Yes. And it must be pulling because it is in tension. That is my assumption. So I am going to call it as FBD. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Then member DE, is it also pulling?
Yes.
Because I assume that member B is also in tension. So is the free body diagram complete? No, I have to show the angle, but that angle is already known, that is phi, and we have already calculated the value of phi. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, what kind of force system it is? We already discussed, it is coplanar and
Correct.
concurrent. So how many equations are applicable?
2,
And tell me how many unknowns are there?
3.
Sad, we cannot solve. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So how do you choose the joint of which free body diagram is to be drawn? क्रोनोलॉजी क्या है? पहले कौन से जॉइंट की फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम बनानी है, बाद में कौन से जॉइंट की बनानी है? दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट? At a joint, you can draw free body diagram of any joint which has not more than 2 unknowns. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So how do you select the joint? So I will write down the strategy here. Of course, this free body diagram is not best. Once we get force in one of these members, then only 2 unknowns will remain and we will be able to solve for other 2. But right now we cannot do it. Do you agree with me? So how do you select the joint of which free body diagram is to be drawn? कैसे select करते हो?
There should be 2 unknowns.
Not more than 2 unknowns. Are you with me?
Yes.
Not more than. अच्छा, कौन कौन से अननोन है जरा ऊपर वाले एफबीडी में बताओ मुझे.
FBC.
And by the way, is the FBD complete? No.
That
There is a
72.
force from FAB also. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
अब जरा याद ध्यान दो, even if FAB would have been compressive, I would have still shown it to be pulling. I would have assigned negative sign to its magnitude. समझ में आ रहा है? मुस्कान?
Can you repeat it, sir?
Yes. समझो अगर ये FAB 72 किलोन्यूटन कंप्रेसिव आता तो भी मैं उसको पुलिंग ही दिखाता. I would have shown FAB as pulling itself, but while substituting its value, I would have substituted minus 72. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो ध्यान में रखो, जब हम फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम बनाते हैं तब सारे फोर्सेस टेंसाइल ही दिखाने हैं. उनका प्लस या निगेटिव साइन आपके प्रीवियस स्टेप में आपके साथ होगा. Are you with me? For example, FAC is minus 153, but while showing, I will be showing FAC as tensile only. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, with negative sign in the magnitude. I hope I am stressing this point because that is the point of confusion. So ये ध्यान में रखना. So now this vertical force is FAB. At joint, we should not have more than 2 unknowns. So I clearly cannot start with this. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So now let me draw free body diagram of another joint, joint C. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So FBD of pin at joint C. कैसे दिखने वाला है बताओ? उस पे FBD ड्रॉ किए बिना ही आप मुझे बताओ उसमें कितने अननोन्स होंगे. फोर्स इन मेंबर AC will be unknown. Force in member BC will be unknown. Do you agree with me? Sorry, force in member AC is known. Force in member BC will be unknown and force in member CE will be unknown. तो दो unknown रहने वाले हैं. So can we solve for 2 unknowns using 2 equations? Yes.
Yes.
So therefore this strategy is going to work. So how does the free body diagram look like? चलो बताओ. This is joint C. Member CE is external to joint C. It must be pulling joint C. Why? Because I assume that force in member CE is tensile. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, what about joint CB? Member CB, it is also in tension. That is my assumption. So it must be pulling the member. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And I am going to call this as FBC. What else is remaining? Force in member AC. So force in member AC, I assume that it is in tension. So it must be pulling the joint C. So I have still shown it as pulling. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
FAC. But while writing down its magnitude, I am going to take that, borrow that magnitude from previous step. So it is minus 153. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So this minus 153 will take care of its compressive nature. Are you with me? फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम में तो टेंसाइल ही दिखाना है. Now tell me, what is the angle that this FAC makes with vertical? Phi?
No.
Why not? FAC makes an angle phi with the vertical.
Yeah.
So therefore, if I draw a vertical line here by Z angles, or what do you call it as alternate angles, right?
Yes, sir.
So these are alternate angles. They are going to be same. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, I have to show this angle as phi. And how much is that phi? 61.93 degree. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now can I apply equation of equilibrium to joint pin C? Yes. Summation fx equal to 0. Tell me what does it give? Now which equation should I apply? Summation fx equal to 0 or summation fy equal to 0? First,
Any can give.
any can be applied because FBC and FCE are in x and y directions. They don't have their components in one another. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore summation fx equal to 0 gives me what? FBC but minus. Why? Because it is in negative x direction. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And minus FAC. क्या लिखूं, साइन या कॉस?
Sine.
Yes, जिसके बीच में थीटा वो एंगल कॉस थीटा. Other angle is sine. So therefore I have to write it as FAC sine of 61.93. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This has to be equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So now FBC goes on the other side and becomes positive. So you have FBC is equal to ये minus sign as it is. But what is FAC? FAC itself has a minus sign, minus 153. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Sine of 61.93. So minus of minus becomes plus. And what is the value of FBC? Tell me.
$135.
FBC turns out to be plus 135. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So plus 135 kilonewton. Matlab it is tensile in nature. Therefore tensile. Tensile. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me report this force on our force diagram. So where is FBC? FBC is here and it is 135 kilonewton. Nature is tensile. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is the next equation that we are going to use? Summation Fy equal to 0 on the same FBD. Tell me, what does it yield?
FAC cos 61.93.
FAC and positive, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
FAC cos 61.93. Yeah. Minus FCE. This has to be equal to 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
But FAC itself has a minus value. So it is minus 153 cos 61.93 must be equal to FCE. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of FCE? Tell me.
72.
So FCE turns out to be 72 kilonewton, but negative. Therefore, it is compressive. One point to note while reporting the answer, don't miss this therefore sign. Because if you simply write minus 72 kilonewton compressive, इसका मतलब होता है negation of negation, मतलब tension. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Negation of negation becomes assertion. So minus 72 kilonewton, as it is minus, therefore compressive. Therefore sign should not be missed. Chalo. So FC is equal to minus 72 kilonewton or 72 kilonewton compressive. So let me report that in this diagram. This is 72 kilonewton. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And compressive. Reported. Now, what do we do next? Next is, once we know the force in member BC, now can we use FBD of joint B? Dekho,
Yes,
FBC is known. Now only two unknowns are there. So I can now draw the free body diagram of joint at B, and that is going to yield. So I will repeat this. So at this stage we could not draw, but now we can draw the free body diagram of P net joint B. Happy?
yes, sir.
Now free body diagram is already drawn. Now tell me the values. So what is the value of FAB? Tell me. How much is FAB? So we have to go to the first step. FAB is plus 72. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to write that. This is equal to plus 72 kilonewton, of course. This is 135. Now what is the value of FBC? For that I have to refer this step. And this is plus 135. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is equal to plus 135. So what are the unknowns now? Unknowns are FBD and FBE. What is the value of phi? It is 61.93 degree. And we have now two equations to this free body diagram. Summation Fx equal to 0 and summation Fy equal to 0. Okay, we have already ventured into 5 minutes into your recess. But let us finish this and then stop for today. Okay? So quickly,
Yes.
tell me, which equation should I use first? Again, anyone can be used. Do you agree?
Sir, in bi-direction we'll have two
No,
unknowns.
sorry, we have to use summation Fx equal to 0 first. So let us quickly do it, or it will take some time for interpretation. Anyway, so have you understood the process?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will complete this problem tomorrow, and then we will, based on these two problems that we have solved, we will see the differences in method of section and method of joints. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
That will put everything in perspective, and then we are going to solve lot many problems in trusses. Chalo. So we will stop here today. If anyone has doubt, you can raise it now. You can, otherwise you can write your name and roll number in chat box and you can leave.